be real hard to try to get the younger members to join.
Yeah.
Because they're just not.
So I wanted to touch on this, and I've seen it a couple times when I'm taking a break from doing my show notes, and a lot of different people have addressed it, but I want to address it. I, if people don't know, am a member of the American Legion. I've renewed once, and have been doubting whether or not to renew a second time. I joined a post in my area. They're very welcoming of me and, my spouse. And, the fact that I wear all my Pride stuff, they never turn a blind eye to. But a lot of them were social members. Barely sons of the Legion. Their grandfather served or their uncle served. But it was mostly people who weren't vets at my American Legion post. And I was one of 2 vets who were GY era. And they treated us like kids. And I kept getting referred to as the baby vet. And I'm fucking 30 now. And that's just very demoralizing. Not only that is they barely did anything. Barely did anything for the community. Barely did anything for the area around us. And the only thing they did was help a Boy Scout troop, and they complained about it the entire time. So I stopped going. I felt like it wasn't a place for me because I didn't really drink, and they always made fun of me for that. And I'm not really a big drinker. My grandmother suffered from alcoholism, and I grew up with that, and I didn't want to repeat that pattern. So I don't drink much. But I still wanted to get stuff done. So I put in the paperwork to transfer my post from where I was all the way to the San Francisco Alexander Hamilton post in California to try to get some resolutions done. And I was met with opposition the entire time. I was treated like I was having my heads in the clouds for trying to push for resolutions to protect the entire LGBT veteran community and service member community. And I was told that we had stuff put in the past, and I asked, why can't we just get that stuff off the table? Why can't we reissue it? And I was told to relax and stop worrying about it. This is the kind of thing that a lot of us younger vets don't really appreciate about the veteran service organizations nowadays. They turn into drinking spots to swallow your woes away. And whenever we try to use these organizations for good to try to advocate for our communities, we're shot down. Or the area just doesn't do it. And I know this isn't all American Legions. This isn't all VFWs. But it's more than enough for us not to go. And it's not because we're not joiners. I'm in different veteran organizations that are actually trying to do stuff to try to help our communities, try to help not just our veteran communities, but the communities we live in as people, as Americans. I have this podcast that I run. I have this TikTok that I run, this social media presence that I have started specifically because I am trying to help people. And the VSOs are still stuck in their ways. But they're also so broken from what they used to be. The American Legion is not the American Legion I heard from my grandfather. They only care if the white cis veterans are being affected. And yet I've been raising a stink for both the VFW and the American Legion to help the trans veterans, to help the trans service members, the women, the people of color. And it wasn't until major cuts were coming to the VA and people were getting fired that they finally said something. That's why we don't join. That's why we stay away. Because it's very obvious you guys don't care about us. You only care about yourselves.